Week number 2 kicking off. A little review show. This one's an interesting week, Ed. An interesting week. I'm Joel. And that's some guy, Ed. How you doing, Ed?
Good, mate. Good. Yeah, we had our first tie. I don't think we had a tie last season. I think this is the first tie overall that we've had. We both got 8. We both went 8-8, which obviously the only way we can tie in this. Yeah, it was a really, really fun week of football, and it's annoying because I watched the second half of the Jags Broncos game at the airport after I just came back. So I'm literally just there at the airport, like just watching it, waiting to happen. I wish I just would have went home because it was fucking second half was dreadful. It was so bad to watch. Like the defense did quite well, but golly, the offense can't just move the ball at all. I did see a stat the other day.
He had a nice touchdown though.
Yeah, he did. That was the first drive, and that was it. We had a really, really cool specials team play, and that was it. The one positive is that we did try to push the ball down the field a lot. Trevor's throws were a little bit off at times, and the receivers couldn't make elite catches, which is fine. I mean, they're not elite receivers, but yeah.
It just comes to the territory, like you said. You watched your game, I watched mine. Kind of depressing.
Go on.
Kind of depressing. A lot of injuries come through. A lot of just kind of the same thing at the end of last year started to happen. It shows obviously it shows improvement, but we haven't improved that much. And when push comes to shove, it's whatever, isn't it? It's whatever. But like you said, people were getting injured. Like key players were getting injured. Like the one when it turned for me is when TJ, because say what you want about the back end, like Joe Hayden weren't playing.
Yeah.
Minka, Devin Bush was injured beforehand, obviously in the week, and it was like an iffy on whether he could play or not. But we had the rush to go with it. You know what I mean? So the rush can speed up everything. The pass rush can cement over a lot of cracks. However, when your star pass rusher goes down, when your nose tackle that was holding up the middle, like a key part of if you got people firing off the edges, like Cam Hayward, like a TJ Watt, you need someone solid in the middle that can clean it up. He's out for the season now. Like it messes with the way the rush can work, because you can let your rush go if you're good. If you're not good in the middle, now your rushers have to start playing like more of a gap responsibility, and being a bit more disciplined with it. But it is what it is. Like it was hard to watch. We're not the only team with injured people. The Saints, looking back at that now, that was a terrible pick, because the people that they had out were out. Like they were out.
It's not even just players. It was fucking staff. Like it feels like half the poor Saints. This is Toronto 2.0, although different circumstances, but because it's so bad that it just only happens to New Orleans. These sort of hurricane situations where they're just the people of New Orleans and Louisiana. That's annoying. So as you mentioned earlier, the Raiders Steelers pick, that was my last pick. So it was the last pick of the whole round. So it took us a while to get there.
I gave it to you and you still didn't take it.
I mean, again, you did know I liked the Raiders, but I didn't know it was going to be that good. Again, you also just mentioned the Saints against the Panthers that you took the Saints with your fourth pick. I took the Saints, yeah. Which again didn't look too bad, but again, the Panthers, they are looking sweet. The Panthers are looking really nice.
What is it? Because I know I wasn't scared of them at the beginning of the season. The first week I thought was just, it's going to happen. Like you're going to get a game where you think they're not going to win, they're going to win, or they're going to show up and play well. But what do you actually think that they're proper good, proper solid? Was Sam Darnold their answer?
I mean, he was their quarterback last year. Yeah. Oh, Teddy Bridgewater. But then
with no McCaffrey, he was out most of the year.
I haven't seen enough of the Panthers. I really, really do want to watch the Panthers next week. Who do they play? The Panthers are playing. They got fucking hell. They've got the Texans. It's a Thursday night football game, so it's annoying you can't even get to watch them either. But the Texans are being competitive as well. I think that's quite fun. Like the two teams who you didn't think were going to be good, going to go up against each other.
the Texans almost had the Browns. I'm 100% sure of it. The Texans almost had the Browns. When I looked at the score and I had my first glance, I was so shocked. I was so shocked. I was like, yes, it's actually gonna happen. It's gonna. And then, you know, you cut away. We watch our football. The Steelers are getting piped. Turn it over, and then the Browns have come back, and yeah.
Because second week of Sunday, this is now the third week of Sunday. This Sunday, I will actually have a chance to sit down and put Red Zone up on one screen, put something else on another screen, put something else on the third screen, and proper soak in the Sunday night football. I'm super looking forward to that because there are some tasty matchups this week. Again, exactly like we said last week. The final couple games we got incorrect. You had the Bengals with your 6th pick over the Bears.
Horrible. You know what? I didn't going into that game. I should have realized that's an Andy Dalton revenge game.
But then
even though he got knocked out, he scored a touchdown at the beginning. He looked dangerous at the beginning, and then he obviously got knocked out. But I forgot what a revenge game. There was a lot of revenge games this week actually, but I forgot what a revenge game can do to someone.
Then you also had the Seahawks with your 7th pick against the Titans. Again, I said to you I was going to take the Titans anyway, so
yeah.
Then
the Titans are Derek. Right.
My
Derek Henry against the Seahawks. The Seahawks defense don't make sense, man.
Again, I've never really been too high on the Seahawks. My 7th pick then was the Chargers against the Cowboys. Again, something I really struggled to pick. Cowboys did win, but I think, I was super high on both of these two teams. That's why it was a real struggle for me to pick. You weren't as high on the Cowboys. I think you're turning over to my side a little bit. You're seeing it a little bit more.
But if they keep getting me wins, I'll say thank you.
And then the final incorrect pick was my 2nd pick, and it was the Chiefs against the Ravens.
What a game.
Woo! Clyde Edwards-Helaire, just hold on to that ball, boy. Just hold on to that ball, geez.
I mean, no, it was done by them, but it don't make sense how you could have so many turnovers like in your direction and still have a comeback against you. Like I pick 6, a couple other picks, and then a fourth quarter. No, was it fourth? Yeah, fourth quarter comeback.
Yeah.
How, as a defense, how do you can't feel good about it? But how do you psych yourself up for next week, knowing that that's a possibility? Obviously, not every QB you face is going to be Lamar, but this is the first time you've lost to him.
And next week they don't have an easy fixture. It's against the Chargers. Oh, this week it's against the Chargers.
Yeah,
the Chargers, they got a really good defense. Derwin James is gonna be causing issues.
He's been flying around. Obviously, a couple of years of injuries, but this year, let's hope I'm winning that. But he's been flying around.
Yeah, it'll be really good for him. He can finally play some meaningful games. Yeah, injuries has been an absolute killer for him. And then Ravens on the other side, again, they've got an easier matchup coming up. They've got the Lions.
Yeah. Yeah. What can you say about that? You thought, the Lions maybe new ownership, new head coach. You thought it was going to be a little different. It weren't.
So that was our recap for week 2. Again, we went 8-8. We got 3 of our picks wrong. So, you can say we went 5-3 with our picks. And yeah, so overall, it means we're 2-1 now, which is going to be quite confusing because we would have to. Yeah, because you won 1-0. It was 1-0 last week. Unless we don't count this week.
1-0-1.
So
no, we're 1-0-1.
Pardon?
We're gonna score it like they actually scored their games.
So
1-0, win, 0 draws,
cool.
0 losses, 1 tie.
I like that. That makes more sense. So I'm 0-1-1. You are 1-0-1. 1-0-1.
Yeah.
It's weird that they got the ties at the end because obviously in football, you would do win, draw, loss, and
draw, loss. Yeah.
Anyway, enough of that. Cool. We move on to week 3. Since